Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Hydreigon with his Community Day move, Brutal Swing, in the Great League. Now, it's a good move, and it's definitely an upgrade, but it's not going to be performing too great in the Great League, that's for sure. Ultra League is probably where it's going to get the best play, the most fun action you can have with it. Master League, Premier, definitely. Open Master League, it has some play there. It doesn't have the debuff, it's simply just doing damage. So we're going to be pairing it up with Slazzle, and I'm trying to go really spicy here. And folks, I know I have two poison types, not the best team comp around. I've used many different teams, but it wasn't that. It drove me to the point. What you're seeing here is me after a 1-4 and then a 0-5. Folks, I couldn't even, I was going to lose my mind. Like, I just had to just stop and cool down. Because my son was with me, I couldn't just go full madman. Go Battle League, it will drive you crazy, especially if it's your job. So, point being, don't use it in the Great League if you don't have to. Especially in a season like this where, points matter. If you don't care, go for it. Give it a shot. I'm sure some people are going to make a good video. They got that perfect lead, the perfect swap, and everything's great. But for me, ain't happening. I'm going to lay it down for you the algorithm way. It wasn't looking good. But with that said, it was definitely fun, and I enjoyed using it in the Great League for the time that I did, I guess. There's going to be some really fun plays here, and as you've seen Trevenant, that's definitely going to be something you want to go up against. Now, again, in the Great League, Hydreigon is going to be taking a lot of damage. A Shadow Ball, it's going to be doing a ton, even though you're Dark type. Now, I do have Flash Cannon. You may want to go with Dragon Balls. I did have it. Me thinking, ooh, I might be able to Flash Cannon a fairy. Yeah, good luck even trying to get to that. You're going to get taken out with about 4 charms, and you're out of here. So you're best off just using Hydreigon, or Spylus in the Great League. But I gotta bring it to you, so let's see what's going on here. But with me talking it down like that, don't worry, it is gonna have some fun play here, and it's coming up right about now. This is where I got all excited. I was like, it's about time. Let's go. They swap into an Azumarill, and I'm hot on the swap. You already know, ready to go with that Slazzle, and here we are up against the Azumarill. So we're getting that Poison Fang through. They got 2 shields left. We definitely need to shield this up. We need to bring them down lower. Once we have debuffed them a couple of times here, beautiful. So we made it to 2 Poison Fangs. We're going to be able to get both of these off. Hydreigon is going to have to Dragon Breath and then Brutal Swing this thing down. Now the problem is building all the way up to Flash Cannon and then having energy to take out the Trevenant. Like I said, we're still going to be taking a ton of damage from that Shadow Ball, as you're going to see here. So we have to shield up this Ice Beam. We have to. You can't take hits, especially if they're super effective. There's no way. So we debuff this Azumarill. Will this Brutal Swing take it out? And it does. And I gotta say, the animation, it looks pretty cool if you do see that. We got it at ×2 speed, so it's a little bit fast. Shadow Ball, look it. What was that? It did like 80% of my health. But we're able to barely survive here with our Dark type and get off a Brutal Swing and take the win there. Thanks, Hydreigon. All right, next, look, you can't be too hard on it. We're in the Great League. This is not necessarily its territory here. So we have a bad lead. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Whiscash up against this Shadow Swampert here. And we don't really want to shield up anything. We just want to do as much damage. Looks like they want to stay here, potentially weak to Whiscash in the back. I was losing my mind, folks. I was just putting on random things on my team. At this point, I really just couldn't beat the algorithm today. It wasn't happening. Anyways, we're going to get a shield out of them, which is great. So we want to go in here, obviously, with Hydreigon after this. We're going to let this go down. And even though we resist Hydro Cannon, it's Swampert, and it is one of the most annoying things. I'm not saying anything against the trainer, because I personally am going to be using it myself here in a bit, because I was just losing it. I was like, the hell with this. So Shadow Swampert doing roughly about 70% of my health. Okay, great. You're better off just using another Altaria. Or Spylus, like I said, okay. But again, we're just testing this out just for fun. So we're gonna have to pull out some fancy things here, folks, by catching. Let's go. Okay. They bring in their Registeel here. Okay, sounds good to me. Now I should have maybe went for the. Okay, never mind. We're getting a shield. That's perfect. So we built up to the Fire Blast. They thought we were gonna go for it. We got a shield to go for the Zap Cannon here. And at this point, I said out loud, I was like, and that's a wrap for you. And then my son kind of laughed. All right, let's go. We taking that win there. All right, thank you, Slazzle. Or should we call it Snazzle? All right, next battle. We're leading with Snazzle or Slazzle. All right, don't want to trigger anybody here. So we got to look out for Psychic. We're going to go straight for the Fire Blast. This thing hits like a truck with Stab. Let's go. Look at that. Umbreon taking all that damage. So I immediately make the swap into the Whiscash. Just absorb whatever they're going to throw at us here. Unfortunately, let's see if they swap it. Yep, it's a Grass type. I do. Yep. Could've, woulda, shoulda built up to Blizzard because now they're not intimidated. So the reason why I didn't is because I worried that they might just go for a Frenzy Plant. And then I wouldn't have been able to even do this. So we're bringing them into the, I mean, look, but they don't care. They know. All they need to really do is get off a couple of charge moves here, and they're going to be able to do that because they got all that farm. So they're going for a Sludge, and Salazzle still can't survive this. And they're going to be able to get to the Frenzy Plant, which this is why they didn't worry about, you know, taking damage as long as they survived there. So we go in with Hydreigon, and at this point, I'm like, you know, you all see what's happening here. If they were down a shield, we could have potentially won, or if Brutal Swing would have had to stage debuff on their attack. For whatever reason, Niantic did that, I think, to just create buzz and get everybody talking and hyped about this because they don't want anybody to miss this. They want everybody to hear it far and wide because it is Dino Community Day. Shiny, come on. We've all been waiting for this. So anyway, yeah, this is basically over. I just wanted to keep, you know, some of these losses that weren't like necessarily super close, just so you could see, you know, so you're convinced yourself what it does, right? You know, this is technically close. They had energy built up here, but we didn't do so bad. But I just wanted to let you see that as well, right? We got to show both sides of the coin here. Next battle, we're leading with the Swampert, met with an Alolan Marowak. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, right? All right, they're going to be swapping into a Walrein, and this is where I freaking hit a wall. Quite literally, the wall. With Walrein. What do I do here? I got the Salazzle. I should have went into that immediately, but I kind of froze up. So at this point, I was thinking, okay, we'll absorb this. Alolan Marowak's got energy. We got to think about that. We got Hydreigon that can handle that, though. But again, we got to look out for those ghost moves because apparently we don't resist them. So we're going in here with the Salazzle. We're shielding up an Icicle Spear, and this is definitely not going to be an Earthquake, so we're going to let it go. Want to farm more, but again, oh my, I got so mad at myself. We couldn't even take them out. Oh, you kidding me? So we shielded up because I cannot go down with all that energy. Going for Fire Blast just systematically. What is it going to land on? An Alolan Marowak. Beautiful. Swapping into the Swampert. So fast we didn't even see it being thrown into battle. Going for the Hydro Pump. They swap it. They have a Venusaur. They take me out probably with a big old smile. And at this point, it's not looking too good for me. So my only option here is to go in with the Salazzle. Hope I can get to this Poison Fang, in which we do. But here we go. We're going to still take a ton of damage. And it's not going to be good. If they get off a Sludge Bomb here, and then the Alolan Marowak's able to get to a charge move as well. They did farm up a bit. We got to remember that. The Ghost move's going to do quite a bit. Don't know if it'll KO at this point. Let's see what happens. We need to survive and get off this Brutal Hammer. All right, come on. We survive, and we are getting to it. Unbelievable. We do resist the fire, so that's the reason why we're able to survive that. I can't believe we were actually able to survive that. I think we would be weak to fire too at the Great League with this Hydreigon. Jeez. All right, next battle, we're met with a Mirror Match Swampert. Ours is Shadow, and theirs is Regular. So we're going to be taking more damage, and they're going to be taking more damage, right? All right, so let's go. All right, so they shield up the front. If I recall this correctly, they do double shield their Swampert here. And I said, yeah, I'm not going to double shield my Swamperts. As long as I get that water out of the way for the Salazzle, we're going to be looking good to go here. Obviously, Hydreigon doesn't mind going up against this, but what does Hydreigon like to go up? What does it like to go up against? Trevenant, Alolan Marowak? That's pretty much it. A Ghost type, or it's Sableye, I suppose, too, I guess. So they swap into their Ninetales here. Alolan, we bring in our Salazzle. We're going to go ahead and let this go because, well, it's going to be a Weather Ball. I was hoping it was, because if it was going to be a Size Shock, it would have been bad. Size Strike, yeah, right. So we go for Fire Blast systematically again, just throwing them here. Just throwing them, taking out the Swampert. What's in the back? A Walrein. And I'm just going to leave this in here for you. Even if we had Dragon Pulse, we wouldn't be able to win this because we just take too much damage and our health is too low, unfortunately. And they can spam it, so we're taking yet again another loss with the Hydreigon. All right, next battle, we're met with a Deoxys. Now, this is... It's a fine battle. I mean, it's not too horrible. I mean, you know, Psycho Boost is going to be doing plenty of damage, but as long as you maintain it, right, you're going to be doing perfectly fine. So just take a look. You'll see here. This is why I put Swampert on the team, because I was sick and tired of everything. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to put this cheap thing on my team. The heck with it all. All right, so we're going to see them drop their attack over again and over again and over and over as they go for the Psycho Boost here, and we're going to be getting to another Hydro Cannon. Let's see if they want to double shield this. I really hope you do. Okay, that sounds good to me. So we are going to go ahead and bring in our Hydreigon at this point because, well, they've debuffed themselves. These are not going to do much damage. Rock Slide, let's go. And we're going to be able to farm down. Now, this is such a big advantage. They got no shields. We got energy on our Hydreigon, plenty of health, a Salazzle in the back. I mean, how can I screw this one up? So they bring in an Azumarill. We swap into our Salazzle, and we got to be careful here. This is going to be an Ice Beam, but I go ahead and shield it up because I'm just so nervous to lose health on this thing. If there's like a Charmer in the back, I just really can't afford to lose this battle anymore. I've been losing them left and right, and I don't even know. I'm losing my mind. Okay? The algorithm was killing me today. Not today. It's freaking been killing me all season. Anyways, so they're surviving with 1 HP, and at this point, I really wanted to pull my hair out, and we swap into our Hydreigon, and they have an Umbreon in the back, and there's really nothing that we can do at this point. We're going to go for the Flash Cannon. This is the best thing we can do. Having Dragon Pulse would have done absolutely nothing for us here, really, and we still would have lost this battle, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, maybe would have changed it just ever so slightly, but it doesn't really matter because we don't have it, and down we go. I recommend maybe in the Great League, go with Dragon Pulse. Alright, next battle, we're leading with a Swampert. We're met with a Registeel. They swap into their own Swampert, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Hydreigon, and this is looking like a good matchup for us right about here. But we already know Hydro Cannon's going to do about half. Yeah, let's go, right. You know, I can't really say anything bad about it because, again, it is in the Great League, and it's Hydreigon. We can't say anything bad about this thing. It's just too damn cool. Even if it's getting its ass kicked by Swampert, even if it's getting its butt kicked by Swampert. Okay, again, Great League, when Ultra League swings around, it's going to be a different story. So they're going to be bringing in Clefable. We're going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Cannon here, getting a shield. Could I went for another? Yeah, but I wanted to go ahead and farm up. Yeah, that was the plan. That's going to be a wrap. They do back up here, back out. If you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up and take care.